French marque Alpine is again in shock, following huge changes at the squad, with Oliver Oakes gone as team boss for personal reasons, and Jack Doohan replaced by reserve Franco Colapinto from Imola, in what it says is a 5-race rotation. Oakes' responsibilities at the squad have been assumed by Briatore, with the move just the latest in a long line of high-profile exits dating back to 2021. Doohan's seat was on the line almost from the moment he was in it, after the Enstone team signed former Williams stand-in Colapinto, flush with Argentinian sponsors, over the break as its reserve. Doohan, the son of 5-time 500cc MotoGP world champion Mick, completed Alpine's lineup in late August last year, with his F1 debut coming in Abu Dhabi as part of Esteban Ocon's deal for an early release. He also told official podcast F1 Nation that the then constant change at the team didn't concern him ahead of 2025.
There has been obviously changes and a lot going on within the team, but they've all been changes with one goal in mind, and that's to get Team Enstone and get Alpine back to the front end of the grid, and that's what it takes.
The Australian also used the Christmas break to up his game.
Having a little bit of time to switch off after Abu Dhabi. First came back here on the simulator, spent some time obviously with the team. We had our Christmas party, which was great. A couple of weeks with friends and family back in Australia before starting training camp very early on in the first days of January, prepping the body and mind for this season.
But Doohan had only just begun to take on his teammate Pierre Gasly in Miami qualifying before the axe came down. With Miami the 1 against Gasly's 5, they were 1-1 in sprint quali, while in races it was 0-2 in sprints and 2-3 in the Grand Prix, with the Australian trailing the veteran Frenchman. Doohan's support at Alpine was also a huge contrast to its rivals, who put an arm around their rookies, including Andrea Kimi Antonelli at Mercedes, with time needed to get up to speed.
You know, he's got to learn, he's going to make the odd mistakes, we will see some highlights, we will see some more difficult moments, but it's all part of the development of a young driver, and it feels right to do this in 2025, considering the big rule change in 26, so we just got to keep it cool with Kimi. He's just 18 and see how that comes in.
Doohan is set to stay at Alpine as reserve, but it could be that the young Aussie is all washed up after 7 races, 6 this year in F1. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.